Well, this is the inside one. I've started on the other side, knocking it down. I've probably got halfway on the other side, so I've done quite well. I wasn't planning on doing as much, but it wasn't too bad as it happens, so that's a little bit of the rubble, but just over halfway I've gone. I've taken a load of rubble out already. That rubble there is probably only from here. All the rest I took out, but you can see how the walls are made in Portugal. The timbers, none of them are straight as such. I mean, look at that one on the wall there. That's how they've been put up. They've just been nailed to the existing floor joists. On the floor, in the tiles, what they do is they make a little groove, like a square groove, and they'll put a notch on the bottom there and sit it in. And then to put the lats on one side, they'll put lats on the... When I say lats, these are these timbers. So what I do is start at the top, pull the top one off, then I just lift it out. Then I'll go down to the next one, pull the next one off, lift that out, pull that off and take it out from there. Go down to the next one, pull that off and take it off. I just let it drop on the floor there. It is a bit dusty, but you know, the window's open, so it's not too bad. I do wear a mask and I have got glasses. And I have got safety boots on. So I thought it was going to take about 3 days, but I'll have this done tomorrow, because it is coming off quite easy. The back side, like I say, this one, that just knocks through when I'll pull the lats off. Timbers, lats we call them. So that's all they do, they screw them, then fill it in with clay. Schist stone, all different sizes, everywhere. And then render it, or I assuming this is lime plaster, but I don't actually know. So not a bad day's work. Not a nice job, but it's got to be done. It'll make this one big room then for the girl. What a lovely day. Oh, no sheep in the field today. Get out. I don't come in your house. Get out. Go on. Go in your own house. I don't come in your house. You wasp trying to get in. Loads of them about. So that's me for the day. It's 4 o'clock, or 4:15 actually. So I'm going to have my tea. I've still got the British mentality, finish at 4. And I always do. But I do start at 8 or thereabouts. Plenty of Yorkshire tea breaks. I suppose I better introduce you to the girl that used to live in here. I've moved her into the living room. There she is in the corner. Cheeky madam, aren't you? You, cheeky madam. So while I'm doing the knockout, she's in here. I've moved her into the living room and I've put a alt on the living room, so what I can do is knock that wall out, finish that room, and she'll be going back in there. And that's her room in there then. So be a nice big room for her. And I'll put the living compartment she's living in along there. She'll never be in it hardly, because she'll always be sitting out with me. But at the moment, with windows open and everything, I can't let her out till I shut all the windows. And she's not used to this house as well, so she'll soon get used to it. Won't you? What are you doing, hey? Thank you. What? You're cheeky, madam, aren't you? Hey? You're cheeky. You are, you're a cheeky madam. She's not sure because I've just put her in here today, so she's a little bit unsure, aren't you? What you doing? What you doing? Hey? She's called Knocker, by the way. Hey, aren't you? Who was that? Where's it? And don't you dare go down and bite that cable, right? I said, don't go down and bite the cable. No. What? Where's the cat? Psst, 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 psst. Come on. Psst, 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 psst. Who made the mess? I said, who made the mess? So, that's the plan of attack now, is to finish that room off, get the walls all done, then concrete the floor, get the walls done. This door is getting covered over and I'll just be using this door, so it'll be straight off the living room into here. There's not a great deal I'm going to do in this room. This wall, I'm just going to straighten all the walls up with plasterboard. There'll be nothing there. Just put a couple of sockets and a light in here. I'll tidy up the windows again, like I've done in the living room. Coat of paint, and hopefully this should be done in about 3 weeks. Famous last words. Yeah, as soon as I get this wall down, get it all cleaned up, I'll put the membrane down and I'll concrete this floor. Then I'll start on the walls. I've got the plasterboard, everything over there, and these doors will come off. I'll cover this wall here back to the other door. You can just see through there. These will all be covered over. So there you go. I'm going to go and get some tea now. So carrying on from yesterday, what time is it? Nearly 3:20. Yeah. So from yesterday, I've had a very productive day. Took the old wall down, and in truth it wasn't too bad. It was about halfway up with the beam still up, so took all the bottom down, cut everything out the way, took the lats all out in the garden, and I am now ready to do this floor. Just to level it up, well, get it. It won't be exactly level, but because it's running down, but you won't notice it. Just going straight over these. I need to get some plastic membrane. These are solid, but you can still get damp coming through, you know, especially on the way they've been laid. They are quite thick, these. I believe they're about 2 inches, 2.5, well, they vary in sizes, all these, but I'll put plastic membrane down, then I'll concrete it, and that'll be alright. As I was saying with the posts, they were fitted up there, and what they do, instead of putting a floor plate along, see the notches? They just cut notches into the floor. And that's how they do it. Don't know why, other than saving money, I suppose, saving cost on timber, putting the floor plate down. I don't really know what other benefits it achieves. No, I don't really know. I mean, it's got to be added. Well, it might not be. It might be easy to notch these out, but you know, modern times you put floor plates along, headers, floor plates, and then your timbers. But that's the way they've done it in them days. Not knocking them, it works, you know, it's been up 100 years, so they obviously done something right. And the timbers were all solid. They're fitted the same way, they're just notched into the floor. All the way along there, they'll be notched in. Then they put their lats on, and then the schist stone and the clay. So the house was built in the 1920s, so it's 100 years old or so. And as far as I can tell, the walls haven't been changed. They've been the same from day one. That's how they lived with the floor like that. But I'm going to cover it up. It's going to get the concrete. Like I say, I'll put the concrete in. Once the concrete's done, it's Wednesday today. Don't know what day is it. Wednesday, is it the 15th, something like that, 14th, 15th of April. I'll have this done by the weekend anyway. That's and in 2 or 3 weeks' time, hopefully, well, it will be dry enough to put some type of floor on. I will put another membrane on top of the concrete, and if I use vinyl or laminate, concrete, you do get moisture coming through, so if you're going to put flooring directly on concrete, always put some form of membrane down, some sort of protection, because moisture will come through. And if you're putting timber down, it'll rot. If you're putting laminate down, it'll rot the joins and come up, go mouldy underneath. You won't see it on top, but it definitely will. So some form of membrane, whether it's a bit of plastic or something like that, some breathable membrane. But yeah, if you're going on concrete, it's best to use something. So once the concrete is done, I'll put the timbers around the wall. I could have used metal stud-work, it would have been easy, but I don't particularly need to here. I've got the timber. I've got a load of timber over there still. 2 by 1 lats, or 2.5 centimetres by, 1.1 centimetre by 2.5. 2 by 1, in other words. These centimetre malarkey. use feet and inches like everybody else does. Us and the Americans anyway. Yeah, so then I'll stud the walls, put the plasterboard on, I'll run the cable in through for the electrics. That door's getting shut up, so that'll be one full wall. That'll be the entrance. I don't even know if I'm going to bother putting a door on there, to be honest, because it will be inside the living room. And there is a door in the living room going across here. So I could just put a curtain on. As I say, this is only going to be Knocker's room. Going to be Knocker's room in there. I bought that cage probably 8 months ago, because I didn't know if I was going to be moving Knocker about it from room to room, and I wanted something easy to push. I've never used it. I haven't got the receipt, so I'm stuck with the cage now. I'll dismantle it and put it in one of the sheds outside somewhere. So the room, it's a good size. It's from wall to wall, it's about 8 foot, and it's, what was that? It's 13 foot. This room was 6 foot, and that's 7. That's just going from the wall, not count the window. Count the window, it'd be about 14 foot, but from the wall to this wall, it's 14 feet, so it's a good size. And that's me just reaching now, and that's stood on the concrete, so there's plenty of height there. Socket wise, I don't know. I'm not going to put any across there. I don't want to run cables along this wall. I think I'll just have a socket down there somewhere, and probably one over there. Just put 2 in here. I've got 22 sockets in the other room, so I don't think I need any more. Hello, darling. What's wrong with you? You've gone very quiet. Yes? It's not like you to be quiet. Normally you like the sound of your own voice. Yes? What do you want? Hey? I said, what do you want? Yeah, I'll try and get it finished as soon as possible, the other place for you. So, like I say, that door's getting boarded off. There'll be a door. I do have them. Oh, you're starting now, are you? Alright, be quiet. Shut up. So, I do have the main door, but I'm going to put another door here. That's getting covered off, boarded over. I'm not leaving this door in because it's low. You know what I mean? The Portuguese are only that big. I'm that big. I banged my head on that one. So I'll cut the header out and I'll make a taller door frame so I don't bang my head. I'll probably make it the same size as this. That's about 6'8", something like that. And now there's lots of light. When that wall was on, you had to turn the light on in here. So I don't know why they made the 2 small rooms in this one here without any. Well, I think it was the smaller the rooms, the warmer it is in the winter time. But for me, I prefer larger rooms, and this is a nice large room, lots of light now. And there'll be even more, I mean, loads of light in here. This one, it looks light on the camera, but it's a little bit darker, and that's because the ceiling isn't white. But once I get the boards on the wall and coat the paint and the floor down, it'll be a lovely light, nice light room. And I'll have to make some of them, what you might call it, mosquito nets for the windows in here as well. I can make them for the outside so the mosquito net goes in between the shutter and the window, and I can fix it on there so I can open the window, leave the shutters open. It'll be quite easy. I'll just make one big one and for the other one. I done that. I was going to take that wall down. That's where the old stairs went up, and I was going to knock everything out, but I changed my mind. So that'll get boarded over and forgotten about. Yeah. I'll just cut the wires and everything off, and there's only a couple of wires here to cut out. Then I can run the new cable in. I've got the wire there to come through. That's for the lights. So the consumer's only there, so I can run that through for the lights. I think, again, I'm not sure whether to put it like that or just to put, I might have a wall light over there and one here. That's probably going to be the best. What?
What do you want?
You to be quiet, right? Right? What did I say? I didn't say that. Alright, can I have a kiss? Thank you. Now be quiet. Now be quiet. It's like talking to that wall. Yeah. Yeah, she'll love it. When I get the 2 rooms set up, I'll put her back in this one. She can just fly straight through and watch TV with me, like she used to do. She's coming up to 10-year-old now. Still like a little baby.
Come on then.
Up to mischief all the time. Aren't you? Where's the cat? Psst, 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 psst. Come on. Psst, 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 psst. Where's the cat? Meow.
Come on.
So, anyway, I'm pleased with that. Like I say, it wasn't the best jobs to do, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And it's even better now I've finished it, because I've only got one other bad, well, apart from the concreting to do, but this won't take long to do. I'll do it in 2. I'll put the bar I've got under there, or the one I've got at the back, I'll put along here somewhere, and I'll do one stretch, one bit of it, and then it's just the window bit to do. So I'll do it in 2 bits. I'll go down to Max Mats tomorrow, get some concrete. I can only carry so many bags of concrete in the car. I don't want to overload it. I'll probably get 10 sacks of concrete tomorrow. I've got 7. There's 5 there. There's 2 in another room. So that only took 12.5. So this one, it's not much thicker. 17 should be enough. And then this will all be done by the weekend. Then next week I can make a start on the walls. That's quite, it's easy, really easy. That one is just timbers on the wall. And plasterboard. So it's a quick update. Get out. Flies, go on, get out. Don't come in your house without permission. Definitely have to get a fly net up there. It's a beautiful day outside as well. But there's a lovely breeze coming through here. It's really cool. But it must be 25 out there today. With a nice breeze. Can hardly hear a thing. Very, very quiet. Apart from Mrs. Noisy in there. Oi!
What do you want?
You to be quiet, right? Thank you. Trying to get round me like that, are you? Say bye.
No,
No? Oh, fair enough. Bye.
no.
Oh, excuse me. So I'm going to start doing the concrete here today. That room there went well. And I'm just looking at the levels now. I could actually leave it as it is. It doesn't, it's not that noticeable, but it is about a 1 inch difference from there to there. So I might just lift this up 1/2 inch or so. I'll put the level on it, not that it matters, but you can see the bubble there. So if I just lift it up, just only slightly, it'll be fine. This one, you know, you don't even notice it. But it is running down slightly. I mean, if you put a marble on here, it will run down. I haven't got a marble, I haven't played marbles for donkey's years. But as you can see, it's not going to be that thick. It's only going to be in probably just under 2 inches this end, and it'll be just under 2 inches at that end. Where I've got the bar going across, it's the one I took from here. And all I'll do, because my tamper bar, I'm going to use this one for a tamper. I made a wooden one last time. I could still use that, I suppose, but it's just as easy doing this because I've got 2 doors to walk in. And if I leave it here, I can actually step over there and tamper either from this end, do it in the middle till I get here, or I can do it from that end. I've got the, you know, the option. So I'll do this section. It's about 6 foot by, what was it, 8 feet, something like that. That shouldn't take too long. And then there's just this section, so to do by the window, and that's easy to do because I'll just continue. When I put the concrete in there, I'll just put the tamper, which is this bar here, flat on here, and just drag it along, and that'll keep all that in a straight line. The only difference might be is a little bore there, but you know, you're not going to notice it. So that's about it for now. I'll get this ready, put some 1/2 inch packers underneath, just put a couple of props against the wall so that the concrete doesn't push that away. It's not that thick, or there's not going to be that much weight on it, so it doesn't need too much. You don't have to mess about with stuff like this too much. It's quite easy to do, so I'll probably have this done and dusted in about 3 hours time. Well, it's dinner time now, I'm going to have something to eat, so, and a cup of Yorkshire, of course. It's a beautiful day outside. Oh, I had a knock at the door today. Somebody was hammering on the door. I was outside and I heard it, so I come in. And it was the daughter of the previous owner that had passed away. And she was offering me, I wanted to know if I wanted to buy this field. She owns this field. It goes where the fence is all the way along. Not to the wall, there's a fence in front. And it goes over there. It's quite a big field, but it's just a field. There's an orange tree, pomegranate, a couple of grapevines. I've got too much land now with this garden. I don't really need that. But because I bought the property and I'm the closest neighbour to it, they offer you the option to buy it. She's going to offer another neighbour as well. I showed her around the house. She come with her son and her husband, and I showed her around the house, and she was really, really pleased with the work I've done in it. And she was telling me a little bit about the house. I now know the roof and the windows were replaced about 25 years ago with the concrete, with a ring beam and the concrete beams, new tiles. I do know the septic tank was set up about the same time, so when they put a new bathroom in, that might have been longer, but the pipe was put to the road, the road's there, and the drains run all the way down. So the pipe, the toilet was set up to the mains about 25 years ago. They were just basically telling me what they used to do here and things like that. So I was pleased to meet him. But I'm not going to buy that. I wouldn't do anything with it. I think she's going to put the thing up for sale for €9,000. It's just a field. I could get it cheaper than that, but you know, they said there would be a special price, but I didn't even ask. It's not for me. So maybe as if I was 20, 30 years younger, you know, a nice big field like that, I could put, well, I don't know what I'd put in it. I'm not going to keep sheep or anything like that, so it's not for me, no. I keep saying, should I buy it, but no, it's I've got too much land out the back. I've managed to find some pomegranate trees as well, so I've planted it. Well, I haven't actually planted them. I've dug the holes. It's a bit warm. It's dinner time. It's a bit warm out there. It's really hot today. It's about 27 centigrade. So I'm going to wait till about 7:30 tonight, and I'll plant them and water them in. The pomegranate trees are so easy. They're so hardy. Doesn't matter what soil you plant them in full sun. So I've now got 6 pomegranate trees. You can't have enough pomegranates. Anyway, that's me rabbiting on again. I'll come back when this is all. I'm not going to even show. There's plenty of videos on people concreting and how you do it. This is just how I do it. Always put a membrane down first, and it'll stop anything coming up into the concrete. Then once you've got the concrete on, doesn't matter what flooring you lay, even though I've got membrane down, whether you're using laminate, vinyl, wood. I think if you're using tiles, you're okay, you don't need to, but certainly with any wood or vinyls, anything like that, you've got to put something on top to stop moisture coming through the concrete. It won't come through the floor into the concrete, it'll come through the concrete still. It'll find a way through. So that's me going to get a cup of Yorkshire and something to eat, and then I'll start on this. Boy, will I be glad when this concreting's all done. I take my hat off to concreters, I really do. I know they use machinery and it's all different, and it's but anybody mixing it, do it in a bucket. It's actually easier than using a mixing machine. I haven't got a concrete mixer, but I would have to lift the bags. What's a concrete mixer? It's about 3 feet high, something like that, you know, it's so high. I'd have to lift them up, pour it in, and then you've got to pour it into the buckets. Might as well just mix it in the buckets, and as you can see, all I'm doing, mixing it here, tipping it in, and just coming back. But I'll be glad when it's done. Boy, it's about 27, 28 centigrade outside today. It's cool in here and there's a nice breeze coming through, but it's at my age, it's whoa, I could do without doing it actually. So I'll do the last bit maybe tomorrow, or I might even leave it till the next day. That's not so bad, it's only a few bags. I think this has taken about 8 or 9 bags so far, so probably another 12 bags, 10 or 12 anyway. 1, 2, 3, 6, so I've only got 12 sacks, so I better not take more than 12. I've just stopped. What for? You guessed it. Yeah, so the easiest way is I just use the old water bottles. They're 6 litre water bottles. I shove about 5 litres in. I find 5 litres is ideal. 5 litres in there, do 2 together. Pour the water in first, the full 5 litres, and then just grab one of the sacks of well, 2 sacks, one for each one. Pour it in, and I'm just using the old mixer on a drill. Takes a minute, 2 minutes, something like that to do one. Same there. Then I can just grab hold of it, tip it over, pour it out, tip it over, pour it out, and you're just working your way along. And then I can get my straight edge, which it is straight, it's aluminium. They're only about €6. I think that's 7 foot one, I think. 6'6", 7 foot, something like that. From Maxmat, and they're only a few euros. Worth the weight in gold then, because you can use them for all sorts. And just at the end of the day, when you finish doing whatever you're doing, clean it off. So I'll continue, I'll do this. I said, I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow. I can only do so much concrete in a week. But all I do there, pour the concrete in, and because this slab here will be flat, I'll just push that along to the wall and scrape it so it's all on the same level as this. Quite easy. So, I'm going to have my cup of Yorkshire. So there's the final product. Well, I'm saying final, it's not, because I've still got the other bit to do. I finished this about an hour ago, but I've had something to eat. I forgot all about taking a video. That's all I had left over. I've still got 3 bags left, but from the last mix that I put in, there was only that little bit left. So it's not too bad, didn't go too bad actually. I'll be glad when the last bit's done. I don't think I'm going to bother doing it tomorrow. I'll find something else to do.
Who's that?
Thank you. So I think there'll only be about 6 or 7 bags for there. So I might go to Max tomorrow, get the bags, but I'll do it probably in 2 days' time, something like that. Which will be good because I can do the concreting and the rest of the room, especially the back in there, I can start putting the timbers on to do the plasterboard. So I can do round here, round there, all the way up there, even put a couple in across here. Then, excuse me, then when the concrete's dry I can stud out around there. Then put the plasterboard on, get the electrics in. So I would think this floor will be ready, totally dry in about 2 to 3 weeks. The rest of the room will be finished by then. Have the walls done and everything painted, and the ceiling just going to be painted white. I'm not doing anything other than paint it white, I don't think. Or I'm saying white, it might be a different colour, I don't know, it might be a darker colour. Not too much darker, like a very light bluish colour, like a bluey grey maybe, something like that. Definitely won't be green, but yeah, I'm not sure. It won't be cream or anything like that. I think cream looks like you've been smoking for all your life when you go, you know. So probably be a darker colour. And when I say darker, I don't mean too dark. Could be a light grey even, something like that. But it'll be matte, won't be gloss. The walls, I'm presuming I'm just going to do them white. Then if I change my mind later on, it's easy to go over one coat of a different colour. Like I say, that door will get covered in, so this will be just one full wall then. And once the floor's down, I'll put Knocker back in here. She'll be quite happy in here. Big room for it. I'll put a cage, be along that wall somewhere. I'm going to see if I can find one online. It wants to be 3-4 foot wide, and if I can get it, probably 10 feet long. That'll be fine. She'll be out of it most of the time, but you know, the bigger the better for me. I mean, that one there, that's about 5 foot, that one. And she's, you know, she's happy enough in that, but I want one twice the size. And it's 3 foot wide, I want one about 4 foot. Thank you. What are you doing? Where's the cat? Where's the cat? Psst, 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 psst. Come on. Look at the mess. Look. Did you do that? Hey? Did you do that? Was that you? Was that you? Do you want your head scratching? Oh. Oh, gives that foot. Gives that foot. Hey? I can't let you out. You're going to have to stop in today. Yes, you're going to have to stop in. So you're going to have to stop in there. Sorry. Because if I let her out, she'll fall. Guarantee, 100% guarantee, she'll fly through there and imprint the concrete. You know, like when you get a cat or a dog walking over. I can see it happening now, so I'm not going to let her out today. Are you going to stop in? Hey? Thank you. So you can stop in today, right? I said you can stop in today. Yeah, that'll be, I can board all this as well now. Get the electrics in. So just one little bit of concrete, well, say a little bit, it's still an hour or two's work, but I don't mind because it's the last bit for a long time. There might be other bits in the garden to do, but you know, I don't mind when it's outside and I can do that anytime. It's not really important. So, like I say, probably go to Max Mats tomorrow, get some more bags, and then do it the next day. This will be dry tomorrow. And then I just need to get the trowel and just scrape some of the, where I've been going along, there's a couple of, they're not, you know, they're only a little bit high, but if you scrape them while it's still green, you can make it flat. And then scrape it along the edge as well. So there you go. I'm going to go and get a shower now.